Okay, this is just to say I realized I didn't have the microphone on. So hopefully you get some of that information about the kale, cucumber, celery, inexpensive juicer, and quality. All right, we do this in... All right, I'm going to do this in pieces. Here are a couple of cucumbers that are going into the blender juicer. We're going to try the big, loud juicer. And with this juice, lovely 3 or 4 stalks of celery, fresh from yesterday, and then some of this good kale that is purple and green. You can see it's testing this juicer because it is said that it doesn't like greens, but I'm going to do the greens anyway. Now, have you ever noticed with kale how you hold it and it falls in the refrigerator? Because kale grows, not like dandelion leaves, kale grows up a plant. So the way it grows is, if you really want to keep your kale together, instead of bunching it like a bunch of flowers, then you can just kind of let it do what it wants to do. Leave the long stems on, and then it'll have a better natural way of being together and less bouncy with all the ends trying to stay together and those ends staying together. So the kale, it grows up a plant, and if we treat plants as the way they are, then they're going to be happy back. I'm going to also put in a small bit of beet. So with the juicing, the grass in the high RPM juicer doesn't go all the way through. But as you could see, the little bit of dripping of green gold coming from that grass is fantastic. Why? It's minerals. It's minerals, and it's very helpful, and it's a very, very overlooked part of most people's diet, and maybe not for anybody watching this. But I find that it moves the body to the faster vibration to allow it to eliminate and keep and grow and shift one's attitude. So quickly, you can see the juice. Yes, it's a plastic container, and when I look at this, it's showing of the actual liquid about 400, it's over 400 milliliters. And then there's the lovely foam on the top, and that's expected with some of these sorts of things. That's under the sink. So cheers. Here's to juicing, fast rotating juicer. Be careful with it, but if it's the only method, then this much can be produced. You could even, I'll keep going with the grass. I'll keep going with the grass and add water to it, and it makes a very refreshing drink, especially with lemon. Refreshing. Okay. So here is the juicer. So you can see the body, the suction cups, and then into here. There's this part. Catches the juice. This spins. This grates it. This drains it. It's quite easy to wash, actually. Goes through quickly, and it probably takes at the most 10 minutes to wash up. This actually goes in quite easily. Some brands of these don't, and some do. So this sits into here. Usually very easily. And then the lid. Here's the big, huge pushing thing. That's about 2 inches across. Goes into here. Catcher. I put a nut milk bag in there so that I can squeeze out the extra juice. That goes on quite easily, and once it's up, and it goes in. The juice comes out here.